Hi, I'm Paul Wikstrom, and I'm running for Minnesota State House District 40B in Roseville Shoreview. Wikstromforhouse.com. There are serious issues in our state which we can fix. Priority number one, we need to make Minnesota an affordable place to live. In 2023, the DFL-controlled House and Senate passed a nearly 40% budget increase for the two-year budget cycle. The 2024 budget increase included the $18 billion surplus and an additional $10 billion in taxes. The surplus works out to $3,000 per individual and $12,000 for a family of four. Across the board, district residents are suffering under heavy taxes. A resident said that his property tax has risen from $700 to $4,000 in 20 years. One young couple with a combined income of $100,000 is struggling to buy a home. Child care is $3,600 a month. Minnesotans are hurting financially. Any return surplus would have helped to buy their gas and groceries. The state of Minnesota has mismanaged spending and ignored fraudulent use of taxpayer funds. This includes feeding our future for $250 million, pandemic overcompensation greater than $400 million. The Office of Legislative Auditor has documented a systemic pattern of non-compliance and lack of oversight of multiple grants to nonprofit organizations and state programs. When elected, I will work tirelessly to stop the runaway spending and to bring transparency and apply common sense to our budgeting process with audits, proper planning, and transparent legislation. I will propose legislation to create a fraud crime stopper hotline. I will help you keep your money in your wallet. Priority number two, we need to reduce crime rates and improve community safety. When it comes to crime, Minnesotans do not feel safe. Minnesota's crime rate, historically below the national crime rate, is now crossing above the national crime average. Shoplifting is up by 24%. Carjacking was not even a crime category 10 years ago in Minneapolis. The city of Roseville, sandwiched between the crime-ridden cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, has the highest city crime rate of nearby cities behind those two same cities. A resident told me she went into a local drugstore to buy lipstick and the shelves were bare. The manager told her the shoplifters walk in, grab the merchandise, and leave. This cost is being passed on to you. Across Minnesota, 25% of 10,000 statewide law enforcement officers will retire soon. Their ranks are thinning because of the failed adversarial leadership that is hostile to law enforcement. A Roseville resident told me his son is a St. Paul officer who can't wait to retire. He used to love his job, but now he's in an environment that is hostile to law enforcement. I want to pause here to say a heartfelt thank you to the law enforcement community. When elected, I will have your back. I will work to make sure that law enforcement and supporting resources are fully funded. Priority number three, fix our public educational system. Since 2019 under Governor Walz, reading proficiency down 16%, math proficiency down 17%, science proficiency is down 23%. In state rankings, Minnesota has moved from number 5 in 2018 down to number 17 in the CNBC state rankings. This, while Mississippi has moved up from number 43 to number 22 in state rankings. Minnesota spends $16,000 per K-12 student, while Mississippi spends $10,400 per K-12 student. Mississippi's fourth graders are at a higher level of reading proficiency than Minnesota's fourth graders. Since 2000, school district administrative costs have grown by 132%, while teaching salaries have only risen by 5%. Education is the largest outlay in the state general fund. We don't have a funding problem. We have an allocation problem. We need to make sure that school districts are provided with full and flexible budgets and to allow the school districts to make their own decisions. We need to return important learning tools to the classroom like phonics. We need to bring back reading specialists too. There is hope. We can fix this. When elected, my priorities will be to 1, make Minnesota more affordable. I will help you keep your money in your wallet. Number 2, stop the rising crime rates and make our communities safer. And number 3, bring back proficiency to public education. I'm Paul Wikstrom, and I'm running for Minnesota State House District 40B. Wikstromforhouse.com. Thank you.